Okay, everyone, picture this. You're sound asleep in your cozy village home, and suddenly you hear this terrifying roar. It's water rushing in like a monster, swallowing everything in its path. No heads up, no chance to grab your loved ones and run. That's the horrifying reality that hit Pakistan hard in the 2025 flash floods. Over 600 lives lost, thousands left without a roof over their heads. But wait, there is a plot twist here. Buried in all this devastation is a spark of hope from technology that is just waiting to burst into action. Could things like AI and drones have actually saved some of those lives? Hang tight, because we're about to uncover some mind-blowing answers that might just leave you stumped. Alright, let's dive right in. These floods didn't mess around. They came crashing down without any pity. Take Buner district, for example. A massive cloudburst dumped a whopping 150 millimeters of rain in just one single hour. Can you imagine that? Peaceful valleys turned into deadly traps overnight. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province alone, we're talking about over 324 people dead, and another 150 still unaccounted for, probably buried under tons of rubble. Entire families got swept away in the Swat River because there were no warnings, no time to even say goodbye. Why on earth did this happen? Well, the early warning systems that were supposed to protect everyone, they flopped big time. But here's the kicker. The technology to prevent this kind of nightmare is already out there. It's just sitting idle, collecting dust. Intrigued yet? Okay, hold your horses. Let's unpack this layer by layer, like peeling an onion. Pakistan's National Disaster Management Authority, or NDMA, has access to fancy satellite imagery and all sorts of weather data. But when push came to shove, the people on the ground got nothing. Zip, zero. No pings on their apps, no blaring announcements from loudspeakers in mosques. And get this, about 80% of folks in Pakistan are hooked to their mobile phones. So, why aren't we blasting out AI-powered alerts that predict these disasters? Think about projects like GLF2, that's Glacial Lake Outburst Floods, by the way. They've set up more than 50 automated weather stations, and they're already saving lives in the northern valleys by forecasting those scary glacial outbursts. People there get trained on what to do, and it's making a real difference. But imagine if we scaled this up across the whole country. And then there's this brand new Pakistani satellite launched in July 2025. It's monitoring floods, landslides, and even glacial melts in real time. Could this be the secret weapon to outsmart the next killer cloudburst? The possibilities are endless, but are we ready to grab them? Now, the plot thickens even more when we talk about the infrastructure that just couldn't hold up. We're looking at 449 kilometers of roads completely wiped out, 116 bridges collapsed like they were made of cards. And those illegal buildings popping up right next to rivers. They just made everything worse, turning minor floods into major catastrophes in places like Lahore and Rawalpindi. But here's where tech could have stepped in years ago. GIS mapping that geographic information systems, and Pakistan released their first national flood susceptibility maps in 2025. These could have spotted those high-risk spots way in advance and guided better urban planning. Imagine IoT sensors, Internet of Things, small devices that keep an eye on river levels and bridge stability around the clock. Or drones zipping into areas that are too dangerous for people scouting for survivors while helicopters are grounded or, suddenly, crashing in the storms like one did in Bajor. This stuff isn't from a sci-fi movie, it's available right now. But during these floods, it was nowhere to be found. Why the hold up? And think about blockchain. That could make sure the billions poured into aid actually reach the people who need it, without disappearing into thin air due to corruption. It's also fascinating, isn't it? Let's dig even deeper into the intrigue. Climate change is the big bad wolf here, supercharging these floods like never before. Glaciers melting faster because of insane heat waves. We're talking temperatures hitting 48.5 degrees Celsius in Gilgit-Baltistan. That led to rains that were 15% heavier than usual. The risks from GLOFs, those glacial lake outbursts, are skyrocketing, but guess what? We have satellite tech to track those glaciers and automated gauges to predict when they about to burst. The World Food Programme's new projects are installing weather stations and river gauges to shield vulnerable communities. And for the long haul, picture drones swooping into plant trees, rebuilding Pakistan's forest cover that's down to a measly 5%. That would cut down on erosion and help prevent future floods. Then there's the mess with data management. Coordination was all over the place, alerts coming through fragmented WhatsApp groups. Come on! A centralized AI platform could pull everything together. Forecasts from the meteorological department, crowdsourced info from posts on X, satellite data, all in one spot for smarter, faster decisions. It's like having a command center straight out of a blockbuster movie. At the end of the day, these floods in Pakistan aren't just another natural disaster. They're a loud wake-up call for technology to step up. From AI dishing out warnings to building stuff that's tough enough to withstand the worst, innovation has the power to fight back against this climate injustice. Pakistan's ranked as one of the most climate-impacted countries in 2025, yet it contributes so little to global emissions. The burning question is, will the big global players finally step in and help with climate justice, or are we just going to sit back and wait for the next big one? If this story got your heart racing and your mind thinking, go ahead and smash that like button. Drop a comment with your favorite tech solution, and don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling dives into how tech is changing our world. Up next, we're tackling AI in the fight against wildfires. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned.